Hello all, welcome to my channel. I'm Aravind. I'm planning to start off a tutorial. Anybody can play violin. In this tutorial, I will teach you the basics of violin, like how to hold a violin, how to hold a bow, how to tune your violin, and then get started with the basics of classicals. Just to give a brief intro about myself, I work in IT. I've been playing violin since 10 years. I'm classically trained. You can check out the renditions of some of the film covers in my YouTube page. And for some of the covers, I've also captured the classical notations in a slightly slower pace for you to learn and try those songs. Happy to hear your feedback, and you can always share your thoughts and comments, and that will certainly help me in improving in the future. So let's get started. So I will first tell you how to hold a violin. So the bottom of your violin should be at the bottom of your leg, and the violin should be resting on your shoulders. The hand that holds your bow should be in an L shape, and it should be exactly perpendicular to your strings. So there are 4 strings. I'm using Yamaha YEV 104, which has 4 strings, and YEV 105 has 5 strings. The last string is E, the second last is A, the third is D, and the final string is G. So whenever you are playing, you need to ensure the bow is only within this range. It should not go in the black zone at all. And whenever you are playing the second last string, which is A, you should slightly tilt so that your bow doesn't touch any of the other strings. And when you are playing the last string, which is E, make sure it is facing upwards so that the bow doesn't touch A string at all. So it should be played like this. Let me play E for you. And let me play A for you. If you see, I'm slightly tilting the violin. So whenever you are playing violin, you need to ensure the bow is going until the last part. We call it as the full bow. So if you notice, when I play, my bow goes until the last part, and it doesn't go in any zigzag manner, it goes straight. So we need to ensure the bow is staying perpendicular to your strings. Now I will tell you how to tune your violin. So there are 2 ways by which you can tune your violin. One is rotating this either anti-clockwise or clockwise, and rotating this anti-clockwise or clockwise. So if you want to make a significant tune change or a shruti change, you'll have to rotate this. And for slight tune change and shruti change, you can use this. So all the strings are connected, all the 4 strings are connected to the 4 knobs here, and you can see which knob corresponds to which one, and you'll have to tune the knob accordingly. You need to either tune it clockwise or anti-clockwise. So whenever you want to make a significant tune change, you'll have to rotate it here. When you want to make a slight tune change, you'll have to rotate it here. So there are several apps we have, like Tambura, which you can download, which has many shruti in it, like E, A, C, C sharp, etc. And you can set it to any shruti, and you can make sure your violin is set to that particular shruti. If you're not able to set to that particular shruti, it's okay. You just need to ensure all the 4 strings are in sync with each other. If the 4 strings are not in sync with each other, the song will not sound good, it will sound different. So make sure your strings are in sync with each other. I will tell you how to make it in sync in my next video, where I teach you the basics of classicals. Hello all, as we discussed, let's get started with the basics of classical. Before that, I would like to tell you that there are 2 types of violin. One is acoustic and one is electric. The one that I am using, Yamaha YEV 104, is electric. So I will need an amplifier to connect to my violin. In case of acoustic, you can play directly. You can get a clear tone. In case the tone is not loud enough, you might have to use a pickup. So I'm playing electric, and you can also try the same in acoustic as well. So let's get started. I'm going to teach you the basics of classical today. So we will go with the basic sarigama, which is Maya Malamagola Janya. Let's get started. So as I said, Sa is your second string, which is your A string. So make sure your bow is placed perpendicular to your strings and your hand that holds your bow is in L shape, like this. Next is Re, which is at the bottom of your second string at the very corner. Next is Ga. Ga is probably few steps away here. Ma is very near to Ga. Ga should be played with your second finger and Ma should be played with your third finger. Next is Pa. Pa is your last string, which is your E string. Da is exactly similar to Re, just that you are going to play it in the last string. Ni is exactly similar to your Ga, just that you're going to play in the last string. Next is Sa, which is similar to your Ma, which is going to be played in your last string. Let me play all the swaras for you. Next is the reverse. So Sarigama is done. So this is the first in the Swaravali varisai, the first one. Next is second one, which is Sari Sari Sarigama. It is that simple. Let's move to the third one. Now I will teach you Sarigama Padani, which needs a little bit of sustain. If you see, I sustained at Ni. Another sustain at Re. Next is sarigama pamagari. So this needs a little bit of shuttling between the strings. So this could be slightly different from the rest of the things that you might have played until this point. So I will teach you how this is done. So sarigama pa ma gari. So pa will be played in your last string, and then ma gari should be played in your second string. Ma pa da ni. Once you play this, the next one is slightly similar to this, but a slightly more difficult because you will have to shuttle between the two strings multiple times. I'll teach you sarigama pama da pa. Now we are going to play sarigama pama da pa. Sa ni da pa ma pa ga ma. So once you play this, the rest of the portions of Swaravali versicle will be similar, except sa ni da pa. Again, there needs a sustain, which I just taught you. Similarly, you can play that. I'll play once for you. The point to note here is, when you are playing sustained notes, you need to make sure it is falling within the talam, right? When you say sa ni da, it should be sa ni da ni da pa ma pa pa. So here many people will not play pa until that level, right? So we need to make sure you're playing it to fall within the talam, right? Adi talam, right? So make sure whenever you're playing this sustained notes, make sure it is falling within the talam. Again, there are multiple speeds by which you can play this. In whichever speed you're playing, you need to ensure the talam is intact. I'll teach you second speed for this particular thing alone. You can see it is still falling within the tal. Okay. So now I will teach you some basics of gamaka very, very basics, right? I'm not going to go deeper. I will just teach the basics so that it sounds more smoother and more nice to hear. So I'll play Sa. So Re should be played from Sa. Ga can be normal. Ma, normal. Pa, normal. Da, normal. Da should be played from Pa, like how you played Re. Ni, normal. Sa can be played from Pa. Now reverse. Make sure when you are playing Sa, your first string should go there. Without gamaka, you should be playing Sa with third finger. Now with gamaka, you should be playing it with your first finger. Now the reverse. Normal. Ni should be played with from Sa. Da should be played from Sa. Ma can be normal. Re should be played from Ga. Now I will teach you slightly deeper gamaka. If you want to try, you can always try and see. Sa will be normal as always. Re will be from Sa. It will be sari, 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 like that. Ga will be from Re, which will be from Rimaga. Ma will be normal as always. Pa. Da will be played exactly similar to Re. Ni will be played exactly similar to Ga. Sa from Pa. Ni will be played from Sa. Sani, Sani, Sani. Da will be played from Sa. Sani, Pada, Pada. Sani, Pada, Pada, Pada. Ma like Sa. Ga like Ni. Re like Da. So this is how we should be playing this. If you can try this, this will definitely help you play any song, because once you practice gamaka, you can play any film song or you can play any carnatic song, because gamaka is very important. You can even play plain, but that will not sound like the actual song. So we need to ensure playing with gamaka. So I have taught you some basics of gamaka and slightly deeper gamaka. This is how we should be playing sarigama. And if you can try this, you can try this for all the 14 notes in your Swaravali varisai. With this gamaka, I'll play a couple of them for you now. You can see, and I'm sure it's going to help you. Now I'll play Sarigama Padani where we need a sustain with gamaka. So this will help you play the swaras which has sustained notes with gamaka as well. So I have taught you how to play the basics of classical, which is your sarigama with gamaka and without gamaka. If you're new to violin, you can practice without gamaka first. Get the hang of all the swaras. It's very important. Normally what people will do is they will just put a sticker at ga and ma so that it becomes easier for them to know where it is positioned. Maybe you can try that as well. You can place your stickers, and once you're comfortable with ga ma, once you know where it is located, then you can remove the stickers. If you're new to violin, you can start off without gamaka, and if you have some experience in violin, you can play with gamaka. You can start off with the basics of gamaka, and then you can move to the slightly more deeper gamaka. The next video, I will tell you how to play Jantai varisai. It is slightly more difficult than Swaravali because you will have to do a double tap. I will teach you how it is done. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe and support. I will be adding more tutorial videos. Also, in my other videos, I have captured swaras of few Tamil songs. If you have experience in violin or if you know keyboard also, you can write those songs using the swaras. I'm sure it's going to help you. And any queries that you might have, you can always reach out to me in my Instagram page, which is Arvind Plays, ARVIND PLAYS. You can message me there. Thank you for your support and keep. Like I told in the previous video, Jantai varisai is slightly different from Swaravali varisai because here you need to make a tap. I'll teach you how it is done. So please watch carefully. So normally how we play sarigama. So here, since we are going to make a double tap, so we will have to make use of the third string, which is D string. Okay. So as you know, sa is here, right? Similarly in D string, sa is in the same position. Okay. So I need to make a double tap. Can you hear the tap there? So that's how it is played. So you need to make a double tap. Then re can be played here with a double tap. Similarly ga. Until here it is similar, but pa, just like sa, you cannot play in the fourth string, you'll have to play in the second string only, third string only. So this is pa for you. Because since you want to make a double tap, you cannot play in the last string, in the E string which you normally play pa. You cannot play it there, you'll have to play it in the A string. This is how it is played. Then da ni sa will be normal. So this is how we normally play. So this is very important that we know how to play Jantai varisai, because when you play subsequent songs, this Jantai varisai will certainly help you, because there are certain songs where you might have to make a double tap and if you practice now, it becomes handy at that time. Let me play it again for you. Next one. So here Da I am playing here only, because again I'll have to come back here. That's why I'm playing Da here. Then Mapadani will be played here. Now I'm playing Da in the last string because I need to play Ni, right? Now I'm playing Da Pa Maga in the second string only, because I don't have to go back to the last string, which is E string, because Da is very close to Pa. Okay. So this is now clear. So now we have understood how to play Jantai versicle and Swaravali versicle. So this can be tried. If you practice these two, this gives you a very good understanding of the basics of violin, and then you can easily play the subsequent songs, Dhatu versicle, varisai versicle, etc. I will teach you one by one in my next subsequent videos. But here, until now, I think we have learned how to play Swaravali versicle with gamaka, without gamaka, and Jantai versicle using double tap methodology. Then in the subsequent videos, we will learn about how to play Dhatu versicle, varisai versicle, alankaram, etc. And it's very important that whenever you are playing, you need to make sure you're playing within the talam. Talam shouldn't change, right? You can try this for the rest of the songs. Sasari, sasari, sari. You can play that. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me at my Instagram page, Arvind Plays, ARVANTPLAYS. You can message me there, or you can put a comment. I'll be more than happy to answer in this video. Hello all, thank you for watching my video. Previously, I would have taught you how to play Swaravali versicle and Jantai versicle. I will play one more song from Jantai versicle for you to have a check, so that you can pursue other songs in the Jantai versicle in the similar fashion. So I'm going to play Sasari, Sasari, Sari, Sasari, Ri, Gaga, Mama. Here if you see, the first Sa has a double tap, second Sa also has a double tap, whereas the third Sa is plain. Next, Ri, Ri, Ga, Ri, Ri, Ga, Ri, Ga, Ri, Ri, Ga, Ga, Mama, Papa. Next, Ga, Ga, Ma, Ga, Ga, Ma, Ga, Ma, Ga, Ga, Mama, Papa, Dada. Here if you see, I'm playing Da in the second string itself, because I don't need to go to the first string, because only when I have Ni, I need to go there. Since I don't have Ni in this particular portion, I'm playing it here. Whereas the next one, I will have to go to the first string, because I need to play Ni. I need to play Mama, Pa, Mama, Pa, Ma, Pa, Mama, Papa, Da, Da, Ni, Ni. In that case, I can play Da either in the second string itself, or I can play Da in the first string. Or I can play Da here also. Next. Next, Sasani, Sasani, Sani, Sasani, Ni, Da, Da, Papa. ni da da pa pa ma ma. Da da pa da da pa da pa da da pa pa ma ma ga ga. Pa pa ma pa pa ma pa ma pa pa ma ma ga ga ri ri. So, like how I played Sasari, Sasari, Sari, Sasari, Ri, Gaga, Mama, the rest of the songs in Jantai versicle follows suit. So, you can check out the notes and you can start playing. So, in Swaravali versicle and Jantai versicle, we generally start off with the first speed and then we will move to the second speed. But initially, when you are starting to play violin, you can continue to go with first speed only, at least until you go until Geetam. Until Geetam, you can continue with first speed and then you can slowly increase your speed. But make sure the talam is not missed. So, Adi talam is put this way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dhatu varisai, it is similar to Swaravali versicle, just that you will have a lot of jumbled swaras. So it could be slightly difficult for you to pick it up, but since you're going to play first speed, it shouldn't be of much challenging. You can start off with first speed, like I said, and then you can move on to the second speed. So let me play the second one for you of Dhatu varisai, right? So that is slightly more challenging than the first one. There are two songs in Dhatu varisai. I'll play the second one. So if you have the book, you can check it out. The second one, I will just play it for you and you can just follow. I'll go slow so that it becomes easier for you to pick up. Let me start. Sa ma ga ma re ga sa re. Sa ga re ga sa re ga ma. Re pa ma pa ga ma re ga. Re ma ga ma re ga ma pa. Ga da pa da ma pa ga ma. Ga pa ma pa ga ma pa da. Ma ni da ni pa da ma pa. Ma da pa da ma pa da ni. Pa sa ni sa da ni pa da. Pa ni da ni pa da ni sa. Sa pa da pa ni da sa ni. Sa da ni da sa ni da pa. Ni ma pa ma da pa ni da. Ni pa da pa ni da pa ma. Da ga ma ga pa ma da pa. Da ma pa ma da pa ma ga. Pa re ga re ma ga pa ma. Pa ga ma ga pa ma ga re. Ma sa re sa ga re ma ga. Ma re ga re ma ga re sa. So one time I will play without singing, so you can just have a look. So the reason of playing Dhatu varisai is, if you see here, ni ma pa ma da pa ni da. So these swaras will need you to juggle between these two strings, which is very important, because especially when you're playing Varnam, Kirtane and all, you will have to shuttle between strings. So it becomes easier for you to play, because not all ragas will have sarigama padanisa. There could be some ragas which could skip few swaras also. For example, you might not have pa, you might not have da, you might not have re, you might not have ga, so on and so forth. In such cases, you cannot play. For example, you might have to go from ni to ma directly without playing pa, right? In such cases, easy switching between the swaras is very important. That's why we play Dhatu varisai. Here it will not go in a proper fashion unless this point, unless Dhatu varisai, if you see Jantai varisai or Swaravali varisai, there will be some sequence followed. But in Dhatu varisai, it will be going back and forth. For example, ni ma pa ma da pa ni da. So if you see here, there are a lot of back and forth happening. That's why we play Dhatu varisai. So every portion in Carnatic, the basics, Swaravali varisai, Jantai varisai, Apastai varisai, Dhatu varisai, everything has a reason behind it. The reason that we play Dhatu varisai is this. So if you can play the first speed, also see if you can play the second speed also. I'll show you how it is played. So now we have covered Swaravali varisai, Jantai varisai, Dhatu varisai. You can also try the first Dhatu varisai as well. It starts with Sari sa gari gari ma sa ma gari sari ga ma ri gari ma ga pa ri pa ma gari ga ma pa ga pa ma da pa ma ga ma pa da ma da pa ni da pa ma pa da ni pa ni da sa ni da pa da ni sa ni pa da ni sa ni da pa ni pa da ma ni ma pa da ni da pa ma da ma pa ga da ma pa da pa ma ga ma ri ga ma pa ma ga ri ma ga sa ma sa ri ga ma ga ri sa. The reason that I played second one is because it's slightly more twisted than the first one. So if you can play second one, you can certainly play the first one also. Now I will tell you the next one, which is Apastai varisai. So Apastai varisai is the first portion of Carnatic where you will be using the higher notes. Until this point, you will not have higher notes. The highest note that you would have played until now is Sa, Sarigama Padani Sa. So that is the highest note you would have played until now. Now, in this Apastai varisai, you will play Re, Ga, and so on and so forth. I'll just start off with the first one. Sari ga ma pa da ni sa 4 times. So you'll have to wait for 4 times. Sa, 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 da, ni, sa, re. Sa, ni, da, pa. Sa, ni, da, pa. So here the first higher note that we'll be playing is Re, which is very near to Sa. Just like how you play Re in the second string, you'll have to play it here. So Sa is here. So since you're playing higher notes, in upper versicle, your Sa, the moment you play Sa, you need to play it with your forefinger. Generally we play it with the ring finger, but since we need to go higher and higher, so whenever Sa comes, make sure you're playing it with the forefinger. So Re should be played with your second finger. So Re is very very close to Sa. Then Sa Ni Da Pa. Sa, forefinger, Ni also forefinger. Da also forefinger, you can just slide down. I'll play once more. Okay, so I'll play the second one. So second one is until this point it is similar to the first one which I played. Now I need to play Sa Sa Re Sa Sa Re Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Re. Sa Sa Re Sa Sa Re Sa Ni. Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Re. Sa Ni Da Pa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re. Okay, so I'll play this second one more time without singing. You can just have a look. Okay, now I'll play third one, which is Sarigama Padanisa. Now you will be playing Ga also, which is here. I will show you. Until this point it is similar to the first one and second one. Now I need to play ga re sa re. So ga is here. You need to use your third finger. So the gap is almost similar to the ga here, re and ga, right? Ga re sa ni da pa ma pa. Da ni sa re. Then it will follow the second one only. Sa re sa ni. Exactly what you played in the second one. The best part about upper style varisai is as you go to the subsequent songs, you will only have one line that is different. The rest of the lines will follow the previous one. For example, 3 will follow 2, 4 will follow 3, 5 will follow 4. So now I am playing 3. So the only change that is happening here is gari sari. Then I will be following the second one, which is sasari, and then followed by the first one. So you can also play re plain, or you can play with gamaka like this, or okay. Now I will go to the next one. I will play the third one without singing. Now I'll play the fourth one. Here we'll be using ma. Similar to the first, second one. Now I need to play ma. So for ma, earlier when we played ga, we used the third finger for ga, right here. Now since I need to go to ma, I need to take my second finger to ga. So ma is very near to ga. So you need to play ga with your second finger and ma with your third finger, just like how you play in the second string, like this. Da ni sa re ga ma ga re. Sari sa ni da pa ma pa. Now you will play the third one. Sari sa ni da pa ma pa da ni sa re ga re sa re. So here I have played Ma. So I need to play Ga with my second finger and Ma with my third finger, just like how you play in the second string. Now I will play fourth one again without singing. You can check. So now I'll play the last one of upper style varisai, which involves pa, right? So in the third one, when we play gari sari, we used third finger for ga. The fourth one, when we played gama gari, we used second finger for ga because we need to use the third finger for ma. Now I need to follow the same way like how I did for the fourth one. Until this is the same. So I used my last finger to play pa. So pa is very near to ma. It is not as close as ga, but it is slightly above. But here is where you need to play pa with your last finger. Now fourth one will be played. I play once more without singing. So I'll play the second speed for the last upper style varisai alone for you to check. So now we have learned Swaravali versicle, Jantai versicle, Dhatu versicle, upper style versicle also. In the subsequent videos I will teach you Alankaram and other songs. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you can be notified about the tutorials. And I'll also occasionally play film songs. I'll also post them in my channel along with Swaras. So if you want to try out any of the film songs, please do. So I have already uploaded for few songs. I've uploaded the Swaras. You can also check it out. I've played with a slightly slower pace for you to pick up. You can have a check and you can also try it out if you are experienced in violin. Thank you for watching. Any questions that you might have, you can always comment, or any feedback that you might have, you can always put, which will help me improve in my videos going forward. Or if you want to reach out to me, you can always reach out to me in Instagram. My Instagram handle is Arvind Plays, ARVANDPLAYS. You can reach me out there. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.